Take a deep breath and settle into your comfy chair. Welcome to the Healers Collective, the podcast that will alchemize your health and ignite an expansion within your soul. I'm Caroline Nixon, and with my over 25 years of experience in all things holistic, as well as being a psychic, a healer, and a medical intuitive, I will guide you deeper into your energetics, your body, and your soul, supporting you along your path to be the best healer, psychic, energy worker that you can be, knowing and trusting that your body is fully supporting you. Together, we will be navigating all things energy, vibration, frequency, mindset, soul, body, spiritual practices, and more as we move through this thing called life. So grab a cup of something hot and let's get to it. Hello, and welcome to episode 12, Who is on Your Team? I hope you are enjoying my podcast. I have had such fun creating these little podcasts for you. Please let me know, comment, reach out. I'd love to chat with you. If you've got any ideas for a podcast, I'm all ears. Let me know. All right, let's get into it. So, who's on your team? So you might have, if you're a business owner, if you're a psychic, healer, energy worker, and you have a thriving business, you may or may not have a human team that supports you. You might have someone that does your taxes or keeps your books or does your marketing or social media, like an assistant, whatever, a VA. But everyone has a spirit team, even if you're not fully aware of it. Okay, so I want to discuss some of the helpers that could be on your team. And also that I want to remind you, if you don't know this, you can call in spirit helpers on your team. We're going to get into that in a minute. All right, so every person on the planet has what is called a master guide. You may never talk to them, okay? A master guide is someone that you have had a deep relationship with. So even before you come into this little old life, you have had a relationship with your master guide. You have chosen them to be your master guide. They are with you your entire life. Your master guide never changes. Other guides in your life can absolutely change, okay? But your master guide does not. Your master guide is someone that you, think of it this way, you sat down at a table in a conference room before you were planning your life. You were planning this incarnation into this meat suit on this planet at this time, and your master guide was helping you plan your entire soul blueprint. They were helping you, okay? That is how connected you are. They know your master plan for this life. What your soul has said, I want to do in this life, your master guide knows it, okay? Like I said, some people do communicate with their master guide every so often. Some never will. Neither is right or wrong. It just depends on your connection, okay? So everyone has a master guide. Everyone also has like a daily guide. Like, just your I don't want to say your average guide, but like the guide that helps you with day-to-day support. One thing that is very beneficial, I started doing this years ago, and I find it to be helpful. I say in the morning at some point, I give my guides, angels, teachers, the universe, source, permission, and my soul, permission to interfere with my life in and for my highest good. Highest good is not always comfortable. Highest good is not always rainbows and butterflies. Highest good is growth and expansion. Okay, so be careful what you ask for. But that's what I do. But your like daily guide, your regular guide, is the go-to for helping you with like life things, like asking questions, asking your guide the simple things. But it can also be, hard things as well. So it's a guide that you would use daily. You would have a conversation with daily, connecting with them daily. Okay? If you choose to. Everyone also has a guardian angel. They are here to keep you safe. They are here to keep you on your soul blueprint. You may or may not have direct contact with them either. Some people are more angel oriented, and that's great. Some people not so much. Not so much. Okay. If you are a healer, an energy worker, a psychic, like with a business, you need to have a protector guide. This guide is there to help keep energies from like latching onto you. They can keep your, it's like energetic protection. You know how you have your aura kind of to protect your physical body? They are like the bouncers in the room, okay? Some people have more than one. Some people use animals as protectors, so it just depends. The beauty of the spirit realm and the energy work and all of these things is that it's not one way. Everyone is unique and different. I work with animals. I have an animal protector guide that I work with, and I have a couple of other ones. So it depends on what I'm doing. But every healer, psychic, energy worker needs a protector guide. If you have a business, you need a business guide or a business team. You can channel with them. They can help you to channel proper offers, aligned offers. They can help you with the timing of your offers. They can help you with programs, although you can also have a program guide as well, like for a specific program. But like anything you would use a human for in your business, they can help you with things like that. Now, don't let your business guide do your taxes, but you know what I'm saying. Like they can help you with how much to charge for your offers, like how long your offer should be, what it could look like, that kind of thing. The scheduling of it. New offers, new businesses, new ideas, that kind of thing. What to post, where to share your offers, that kind of thing. Business guide, really, really good. Okay, so those are kind of the basics. Those are the basics. However, you can also call in guides to help you with so many different things. Now, here is the caveat. You need to be able to read energy so you know who you're calling in, okay? Remember, I don't even remember what episode it was. I talked about, who are you communicating with? Because entities, lower vibrational beings, will mess with you. And they could tell you they are Jesus. And if you can't read their energy, you're going to start connecting with and forming a relationship with a lower vibrational being that's going to start messing with you because they love it. Okay? So, and that's not to scare you. That's just to make sure you are doing your due diligence when you are connecting with or calling in new guides. So if you are not a really good energy reader, don't start calling in new guides. Don't start swapping out your guides unless you know what you're doing. All right? Caution, 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 because they can mess with you, and you don't want that. You don't want that. But you can, sometimes humans expand their guides. Just because someone is a guide does not necessarily mean they are high vibrational. All right? Listen to that again. Just because you have a guide, maybe you have, your everyday guide, doesn't mean they are the highest vibrational being. It might mean they have high integrity, all right? So they are here to help you, not mess with you. but their vibration might not be as high as it could be. And as you are on this planet doing all of your healing work and expanding work, and you're raising your vibration might start to rise above your guide. So sometimes your guide will just swap out and you'll get a new guide and you'll be like, whoa, who are you? Okay. But you can also, if you feel like the time is right, you can call in a new guide, thank the old guide, and the old guide will leave and the new guide will come in and you can form a new relationship. Again, do not do this unless you are really good at reading energy so that you can make sure you are actually connecting with a higher vibrational guide. It's in their energy. Energy doesn't lie. They can tell you that they are whoever, but their energy won't lie. Okay? You also want to make sure that you are building a connection with your guides. They are here with you during your life to help you, to make your life smoother, more aligned, help you on your path, your purpose, your soul blueprint. But they, will not interfere, so you need to make sure that you're asking them for support. That's not true. Your guardian angel will interfere if you are really off your path and you're about to do something really, really dumb and it's not your time to go, your angels will help you. But your guides, for the most part, they wait for you. So that's why it's really good to ask them, like, please help me today. Please show me what to do today. Guides, one thing I do every morning is guides tell me what I need to know, what I need to focus on today. Show me where I need to focus my attention today. But I like to talk to them throughout the day. Or I can ask a question, pose it to my guides, keep moving along my way, and the answer will come in at some point. It's important to kind of like get to know your guides, a relationship. Now, this doesn't mean you're asking them what their favorite food is or what their astrological sign is, because that's not the relationship I'm talking about. But you want to know their energy. You want to ask them, like, what is a sign that I know that you're with me? You want to sit and just connect with their energy and not just ask, take, ask. Like, you want to be present with your guides, getting to know them so that you can become really comfortable and very familiar with their energy and how they are here to help you. So you can ask your business guide, what are you here to help me with? How can you help me? How can we work together to create this beautiful business? That kind of thing, okay? But like I said, you can call in all different kinds of guides. So for me, because I am a healer, I have a healer guide. He helps me, it's a he helps me with my own healing modality, okay? You can also have, I actually have two healer guides. They do two different things, okay? You want to know who's on your team and why, right? And more is not better. So don't be like, oh my God, I need to call in all these guides. No. I'd rather you have, one at a time, get to know them really well before calling in different guides. You can have a psychic abilities guide, a guide that helps you open up and tap into your psychic abilities to help you grow and expand, like an ascension guide, an expansion guide. You can have, maybe you are like me and can tend to go into the masculine energy, the doing and, the to-do list, like your type A people. And you want to tap in more into your divine feminine side. You can call in a divine feminine guide to show you how to work with that energy so that you can receive more and allow more into your life, okay? You can also, and you can do the reverse. Like if you're so into your divine feminine where you're not doing nothing, you can call in, a guide to help balance that out so that because we all have masculine and feminine energy. not everybody who's in their divine feminine, not everyone that's in their feminine energy is in their divine feminine. You can be in your wounded feminine energy, just like you can be in your wounded masculine energy. So you can call in a guide to help you balance that, to help you like really embody that divine feminine and divine masculine, which is beautiful. You can call in a health guide. So if you've got some health issues, a fitness guide, if you're trying to, work on your physical body, the shape and the size, you can call in a fitness guide. It's kind of like you name it and there's a guide for that. You can call in a guide to help you develop like a program that you're putting out in the world. You can work with your business guide with that, but also like the program itself can have its own guide. Some people connect with what are called collective energies, which is like a group of beings that bring forth like certain knowledge and wisdom for just you. You can work with ascended masters, archangels, but those are not individual people guides. Those are for everyone. They're collective, but you can work with them, the gods and the goddesses and all of that. They're for everybody to work with, not just your spirit team, okay? But again, if you're calling in new guides, you want to make sure that you know their level of integrity, what vibration do they hold, why are they here, what are they going to help you with, how can you work together. You have to do your due diligence, getting to know your team, because this is energetic support. Sometimes when we are online, doing our business and we're on Zoom calls and we're meeting clients, but we're not working quote outside of the home, it can feel like you're on this journey by yourself. But remember, your spirit team is always with you. I always kind of see mine like around me. And because I know my team, I know like when I am communicating with my healer guide, I can see him in my mind's eye. Okay. I know where he stands. He always stands in the same spot. He's in front of me. He's on my left. I work with different angels sometimes, and I know where they are. I know where my other healer guide stands. I know what he's wearing. I actually know his name. You may or may not know, depending on how you receive information, you might not know all of these things, and that's okay. I'm a seer. I see with my mind's eye. I see a lot. So, but you might just feel their energy. So you might, show me what you feel like, that kind of thing, as you're building a relationship with them. And remember, this is very important, and I see this a lot, and I just go, ugh. Your guides are here to support you. They are here to advise you. They are here to guide you. They are not here to tell you what to do. You have free will choice. You are the body having the human experience. Your guide can tell you all day long, why don't you try this or do this? And your human can say, not today, because your human has the free will to do or not to do, okay? So when I say, like, my guides told me to do this, and I have to do this because my guides told me to do it. I mean, if you're in alignment and you agree, but if you don't, if your guide's telling you to do something weird and you're like, I don't know, first of all, you want to make sure that you are actually communicating with a high vibrational being, right? That you align with what they're saying and you actually want to do it, okay? Because you don't have to. Your guides are here to guide you and to support you. And they are really patient. They are like, okay, cool, your call. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. There's more I could say, but I'm going to stop there. That'll get you thinking about it, right? Get you some ideas maybe. I would love to hear your feedback. Let me know if you have different guides. The sky's the limit with guides. But again, you want to make sure that you have a relationship with all of the guides that are on your team that you are calling in. Otherwise, it's going to become confusing. You're going to have, 50 million journals trying to keep up with every guide. You could be channeling all day long, and that's not the point of having a guide. A guide is here to advise, and then you run it through your filters and you say yay or nay, you do it, and then you just see how it goes, right? You're moving forward. Your guides are here to help your life be smoother, right? If you're stressed out about who am I supposed to channel with today, because ask me how I know. Been there, done that. And then I get to the point where I don't do any channeling because I'm so confused about who I'm supposed to be channeling with. I don't do that anymore, thankfully. But it can be like that if you've got too many guides. It's like having too many cooks in the kitchen, and it just... You're going to hold yourself back and you're going to be frustrated. So we don't want that. We want you to, be as confident as possible when you're communicating with your guides so that you can feel really good about the team that you have. And remember, you've also got your soul and your higher self. So there's a lot, and Source, and Gaia. I mean, there's so many beings to help us. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you on the next one. Be sure to follow along and catch up on any of the episodes you've missed, and I will see you next time. Bye.